So welcome, and before we continue our video, I'm little bit sorry because in this video is little bit noisy, little bit noisy. It's like a British accent. Little bit noisy because my neighbor just mengadakan, I don't know how to say mengadakan, wedding parties, and you don't need to and now they are heaven they're heaven they're I don't know, dancing, people dancing with a little bit noisy voice, apa suara yang besar anjir, how to talk, suara yang besar with big noise, big sound, fuck, and people dancing with a little bit big sound. It's okay. So 1 minute. What? So I'm gonna continue talk about tenses. So before I continue the topics, I'm gonna make a reminder for us. So everybody knows in English there is 16 tenses, and to make it in easy way, I'm gonna make pembagian, simplification. I don't know how to say pembagian into a fourth. So there is 16 tenses. So kita akan make in a simple ways, and a simple tenses become fourth. So the first one is present, the second one is past, the third one is future, and the last one, the fourth one is past future. So in the present we're gonna talk about four tenses, and the other one we're gonna talk about four. So 4 times 4 is 16. So the first one is in this video I'm gonna talk about present, which is itu semua adalah semua video sebelumnya, dan kita akan merangkumnya menjadi 4 tenses. So let's start and let's check it out. The first one is we talk about present, like so present, past, future, and past future. The first one is present. So the present ini ada 4 lagi. The first one is simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. The first one is simple, and I have to highlight this one. So in English there is 16 tenses, but the most difficult tenses is present tense. Is present or simple present. Cause why present so hard? I don't know, but it's many rules that you have really make sure yourself that you have to make sure yourself that you little bit able to speak it, to understand, because it's a little bit complex and little bit more rules that you have to understand. Anjir, susah banget ngomong itu. Ini yang harus kamu pahami. So the first one is we're gonna talk about in present is simple present. In simple present, we start from the definition, the formula, and apa lagi ya? Definisi, formula, sama example mungkin ya, supaya lebih mempermudah. 4 menit, anjing, lama banget. Sudah lama sih. Next one lagi. So yes, the first one is simple present. For simple present, the definition of simple present is to talk about something generalis, something I wrote this, something generalizations, or something like repetition, like repeated actions, sesuatu yang generalis atau sesuatu yang dilakukan ulang-ulang, seperti biasanya the keyword of the simple present is like always, like every, or each, or often, something yang selalu terjadi. Misalnya I always read every day. I read books every day. Like something, suatu yang terjadi ulang-ulang. And the formula of the simple present tense for simple present tense is subject and verb one. For the subject, we have to make sure really understand to make a difference between the first subject is ayu, they, we, and plural, and the first one is singular, I, she, he, and it. He, she, it, and singular, like everybody, everyone, people, everything is singular. So if you understand the singular one, you have to put, because the singular you have to put e or es. Like my father pergi ke sekolah misalnya. Bapak saya pergi ke sekolah. My father, we cannot put go, but we have to put es. So it become my father go to school, or Sania goes to school. Marlon watches TV, watches YouTube video. That simple present tense. And I think for the other formula, like positive, like negative or interrogative, it's easy because if we, or if I can make sure myself to really understanding the formula of the simple present tense, the positive sentence, I think it's really easy to make another sentence, maybe in negative sentence or interrogative sentence. So the next one is we're gonna talk about, ini simple present tense ini lama sekali. The next one we're gonna talk about present continuous. So the definition of present continuous is to talk or to explain something or actions happening now, or action happening around now. So the keyword is now, or at the moment, atau something yang sedang terjadi. So present continuous adalah tenses yang menjelaskan something or action yang sedang terjadi. Like what happening now? Like we can make an example, like what are happening now? You're looking. Oh, for jangan lupa contoh ya. The formula for present continuous, we put subject to be, am is are, and the next one is verb ing. So yang menyulitkan di sini adalah we have to make sure put the to be, am is are, like I itu berpasangan dengan am, is itu dengan he, she, it, or singular, dan are itu something yang plural, dan juga ayu, dewi in something plural. So for example, like saya menonton video, ini kan sedang terjadi. I'm talking to you, saya sedang berbicara dengan kamu. I'm thinking, sesuatu yang sedang terjadi. Confusing about something that I talk about. You're looking, or you're watching my video. I'm trying to figure out to make an example for present continuous. Nah, contohnya begitu. Suatu yang terjadi, action happening now. Intinya itu sesuatu yang sedang terjadi. We put continuous itu sesuatu yang sedang terjadi. Dan ada verb ing di sana. Intinya itu. Karena if you use verb ing, that means include in continuous tense, like present, past, or maybe future, or past future. I don't know, past future put this one. Yes, in past future they put verb ing. So if something talk about ink, that means include in continuous. Saya tidak tahu ini benar, tapi I believe that. Do you want to believe that? I don't know. Maybe you can believe this. So the next one is present perfect. So the next one is the third one is so the present simple, present continuous, present simple untuk menjelaskan sesuatu yang generalis atau something repeated actions. Continuous ini menjelaskan sesuatu yang sedang terjadi. Kita harus mengingat to be-nya dengan baik, plural dan singular. And then the third one is present perfect. So in present perfect, what is present perfect? Present perfect is the tenses to talk or to explain about something we have done, sesuatu yang sudah kita lakukan di masa lalu, something yang sudah selesai begitu. So the formula for these tenses, present perfect, we put subject plus have or has plus verb 3. So the something challenge us to understand about present perfect is we have to make sure ourselves that we have to little bit able to understand or what ya, karena ngomong dari tadi itu hanya understand aja. Saya harus lebih banyak baca mungkin. To understand about verb 3 verb 3 kata kerja ketiga. So itu intinya sih di present perfect. Kita harus banyak untuk mengingat tentang verb ketiga. Misalnya karena kan dia punya rumus kan subject have atau has tambah verb 3. Contohnya begini. Contohnya we make sense untuk subjeknya yang have dulu. Berarti Ayu Dewi. Saya sudah menulis puisi. Nah, untuk present perfect kita harus ingat, we have to remember that present perfect is not highlight the time. Dia tuh tidak meng-highlight waktu tertentu, because for present continuous lagi. For present perfect, let's talk about unspecific time. Jadi waktunya tidak spesifik. Like saya sudah pergi ke sana 3 kali misalnya. Berarti kita bisa ngomong dalam bahasa I have gone yang bentuk ketiga. I have gone there maybe 3 times. But you don't know 3 times itu kapan-kapan tuh. You don't know. But you just say saya sudah pernah pergi ke sana. Atau saya sudah menulis puisi misalnya. I have written or I have spoken English. Saya sudah spoken English. I have told you. Saya sudah pernah ngomong sama kamu. Intinya kalau untuk present perfect, the keyword is already something ada banyak sih sebenarnya. Ada beberapa but I forgot. Next one. So the next one, the last one in present is the first one is simple continuous, present perfect, and the present perfect continuous. Kalau untuk for present perfect continuous, obviously for present perfect continuous, the definition is, I don't know in English, but in Indonesia we say or we call sesuatu yang sudah sedang terjadi. Sesuatu yang sudah sedang terjadi. Nanti kita buat contoh, but the first one we have to make sure the formula is for present perfect berapa menit sih anjing? Masih 14. The formula for present perfect continuous, we put a subject plus have or has plus been and plus verb in. So I have told you guys that if we talk about something continuous that include of course they use verb ing, but if we talk about something yang sudah sedang terjadi, that means something yang present perfect tense, sesuatu yang sudah sedang terjadi berarti sesuatu yang sudah terjadi di masa lalu tapi masih berlanjut sampai sekarang. Contohnya, saya sudah menunggu kamu dari kemarin. Saya sudah menunggu kamu sejak 2 hari yang lalu. Itu kan kayak kita tahu kan katanya. Saya sudah menunggu kamu sejak 2 hari yang lalu, atau sudah 2 hari. Sudah 2 hari saya tunggu kamu. Sudah 2 hari saya menelpon kamu. Sudah dari kemarin saya berbicara dengan kamu. Sudah dari kemarin saya makan misalnya. Jadi sesuatu yang sudah terjadi di masa lalu dan terbawa masih terjadi sampai sekarang. Misalnya, aku tidak bisa melupakanmu. Ya, mungkin bisa juga. Nah, contohnya begini. Karena kan dia harus ada been-nya untuk di present perfect. Dia punya formula tadi kan subject has or have plus been plus verb ing. So if you push verb ing berarti something continuous, something yang ada keberlanjutannya, ada sustainability-nya lah, bisa jadi. So for example like saya sudah menunggu kamu sejak 2 hari yang lalu. I have been waiting. Itu kan? I pakai have been waiting since 2 years ago, 2 tahun yang lalu. But you didn't come. You don't come. You didn't come. You're not coming. Atau apa lagi? Saya sudah menunggu kamu saya sudah menunggu kamu untuk 3 bulan. Kamu putus dengannya. I have been waiting for 3 months until I realized that you and him are soulmates. Wow, it's hard though. Apa lagi ya contohnya? I think it's just it for present perfect continuous. Maybe something that I'm missing. So I think that's it. Kita buat kesimpulan dulu ya. In summary, to conclude, anjay, atau kita bisa bilang in short, to understand the first tenses, which is the first tenses is we talk about is present, and the second tenses we talk about is about past, and the third about future, and the last one we talk about past future, and the first one we talk about present. And in short, I'm gonna make a conclusion about present tense. So in present tense we have a 4 tenses. The first one is simple present, the second one is present continuous, the third one is present perfect, and the last one is present perfect continuous. So for present tense as most difficult tenses, I really suggest to myself and recommend myself to learn to understanding, because my teacher said he said that learning English is it's something like sebab akibat, something that we hear. The more you hear, the more you speak. The more you read, the more you write. Jadi semakin banyak kita mendengar, semakin banyak kita berbicara, and semakin banyak kita membaca, semakin banyak kita menulis. So in English, there test in this just this 4, right? Speaking, reading, writing, and what number one? Listening. So just it in English. So untuk sebab akibat for the present, I think it's a little bit little bit difficult. Not little bit. It's really more. It's really difficult for me, and it's 20 minutes video. I think just it talk about present, and I'm terrible story about terrible. I pretty story about noisy from the from the weddings party, and from my vocabulary. I think the more noisy is my vocabularies, cause I don't know. I think just it. Maybe tomorrow I'm gonna continue talk about our next tenses, past tense, and maybe next time I'm gonna talk about future tense, and the last one past future. And I don't know what will happen at the moment when I realize that I have already learn all the tenses. Maybe I can get better in speak or write, or maybe listening, or anything, something English things. And I think that's it for this video. Thank you.